Alright, this is a how-to on changing the coolant on a Honda SH150i 2010 model. Alright, so several things you need to do. You need to take off this lid here. It's called the maintenance lid, and I showed you guys how to do that in the pigtail video where I installed the pigtail, the electrical pigtail, right, for my heater. So that's one thing. Another thing you need to do is you need to take off this front panel here. So to take this off, you have to turn the steering wheel to the side. There's two big screws here. That's here. You unscrew those, and you could neither, it's supposed to be a Japanese industrial standard screwdriver, cross point screwdriver. But if you don't have one of those, then you use a number 3 or a really big flathead. That'll work too. So do both sides. Turn it, get both sides. The tricky part here was actually getting this panel off once you got the screw off. Basically, the panel comes straight out when you pull it out. So from here, grab it out, and that'll pop off. And from there, you kind of have to work your fingers along here, and take it easy. Take it easy on both sides. You don't want to force it too much, otherwise you could break the panel. And once it comes off, and you can see how it's attached. See how basically it just the clip actually just clips in here, and clips in here. And there's two other clips, I think, on these end here. This is, so you're just pulling it straight out. And you can see it. Let's do it from this angle. So you can see the clip here, there. Okay. Oh, actually, these ones are not even clips. They're just little slots. Okay. So set that aside. Okay, get a drain pan, put it underneath here as best you can. This is a drain bolt right here, and it's the drain by when you look at it. Right underneath the head, you see a little washer. That's a sealing washer, aluminum washer. So that's the drain bolt. There's actually also a leader up over here. This is when you refill it. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. That's right on top of the if you follow this hose here, there's a little bolt there. It's right on top of there. It also has a sealing washer, so you can use that. So let's go back here. I'm gonna basically take this off. Remember this SH model, the radiator is actually in the front, not on the side of the engine. The new one, the 2014, actually has the radiator on the side of the engine right here. So that bike's a little different. I think it produces less power, like a couple of horses less than this one. So that's kind of an unfortunate thing, but it is what it is. So take this out. It's going out pretty slow. That's because the radiator cap is still on, so that's why it's slow. So I'm going to reach towards the front and basically just loosen up the radiator cap. Once I loosen that, it should come out pretty fast. There it goes. Whoa. So that's the radiator cap right there. Wow, it's spraying everywhere. So make sure you have a big pan to catch that. So this bike is let's see how many years now. This bike is a little bit over 3 years old already. It has 3,000 miles. I just got it about a week or so ago. Wow. Okay, now it's making a big mess. Jesus, it's spilled coolant everywhere. I'm not able to catch it because the center stand, stupid center stand's in the way right here, and it's spilling right between the center stand. My pan is not quite big enough, but it's not too much of a mess. It's only like 1 or 2 ounces, so that's okay. But not like this thing holds up much coolant to begin with, anyways. Okay, so that's off. Now I'm going to take off remove the bleed bolt. See if anything comes out there. Okay, socket doesn't fit, so you're gonna have to use a open box or a closed box wrench, open end wrench or closed box. I'm gonna use a number 10 millimeter right in here. All right, let's see if you guys can see that. So right in there, I'm gonna open up that, see if anything comes out in the coolant or not. So I just loosen it up with the wrench, and I am opening it up with my bare hands. So I'm opening it up. I can actually see the coolant here kind of pulsing out a little bit. So I think it is holding in some coolant in the engine block or the hoses. Oh, the fuse bolt's long. Oh! Jeez, spills more coolant. I'm making a big mess today. So here's the drain. Jeez, I'm making a huge mess today. So here's the drain. Oh, it actually has a the sealing washer here is it's a copper sealing washer. So you're supposed to use these copper ones. It's only basically good for one-time use. I don't have another one. I didn't order another one. Actually, I'm not sure if I ordered one or not. But I'm probably just gonna reuse this one. I think I'll be okay. One way you could, since it's a copper or potentially brass, one way you could reuse the copper one, because usually when you use it, how copper works is when you first use it, it gets crushed. It basically work hardens, and after that it's hardened. It won't crush anymore. So you could actually heat it up with like a propane torch, for example, and heat that up to a cherry red or almost cherry red. I wouldn't completely anneal it. Basically, annealing it is to soften it up, heat it up, and quench it, cooling it real fast in water. That will soften up copper, but I probably wouldn't want it to go full anneal, just because that makes it really soft. I might only want partial anneal, so maybe almost glowing, just about glowing, then I would quench it. That way it won't be fully annealed. Actually, with this particular case, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna use it one more time. Maybe next time I might do that. Okay, so that's off. That's open. So basically that's it. All the coolant's out. Now I can close let's close this one back up. So wipe it clean. Screw it in by hand. I always screw things in by hand first. Now that it's in, I could use the wrench. Yeah, just go by feel. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna leave the bleed bolt open because I need to feel this. Basically, I'm gonna fill it here. Before I do that, I actually need to drain out the reservoir, so I have to pull that off and drain that out. That'll be part 2.